Alright guys, welcome back to another stream. Today it's kind of a surprise stream. I have mentioned in the past that I wanted to revisit Doom on 3DO, but I wasn't really sure when I was going to do it, but we're going to do it tonight. Right now, starting now. So you'll notice that this looks a little different than what you're probably used to. This is good old infamous 3DO Doom, however, is being run through a very interesting setup. So I got this idea just on the fly today. For one, I'm running it in its smallest window size through my Framemeister upscaler. So let me actually disable the zoom for one, to kind of show you what's going on here. So through my upscaler, it's got a zoom function that I can turn on or off. So basically what I've done is I've taken 3DO Doom, put it at its smallest window size, which makes it mildly playable. It's not the most playable thing ever still, but it's a little more tolerable, basically. But with my upscaler, I can blow it up full screen to make it look like the Game Boy Advance version. That's actually the best comparison I can think of, is, you know, it looking like the Game Boy Advance Doom. But there's another twist. You'll notice that there's the status bar on the bottom of the screen. Well, thanks to having a handy-dandy S-Video amplifier, splitter/amplifier, I can basically run an S-Video signal in and then split it out 3 or 4 different ways. So I've got one signal going into my upscaler, and then I have another signal going into my XRGB2+, which is running into a totally different capture card. And so I'm actually using 2 capture cards to do this. So I've got basically one capture card is grabbing the status display, and I've got it pinned there on the bottom. And the other capture card is grabbing the actual gameplay itself. And so I can actually look over to my stream window and actually see the status bar, see how much ammunition I have and stuff like that. Normally when I zoom the gameplay in like this, I can't actually see the status bar on my TV, but through the magic of capture cards and stream software, I can actually play it you know, in a tolerable state and still see the status bar at the same time. It's glorious. So this is about as playable as 3DO Doom is ever gonna get in its stock form without being modified. But yeah, we're gonna play through the whole game. We're gonna do it on ultra violence. I've currently got it on nightmare right now. I just wanted to see how badly I would get wrecked. If I didn't get wrecked too badly in this first room, I was gonna consider going through it on nightmare, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna start a new game on ultra violence. And so yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's you know, it's a little more tolerable. You know, the game's actually playable in this state. Unfortunately, you do still have, like, you know, lots of load pauses and things like that as you get into new areas and whatnot. And so it is still going to be a little jerky, but the game overall is going to be a lot more playable, which should make for a fun stream. So, but yeah, before we actually start the game, let's go ahead and look at how zoomed in that is. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and do our shoutouts and whatnot. We had a bunch of patrons and or patronage, I should say, on last week's stream. Not last week. Technically Wednesday's stream, so I want to thank everyone for that. So, but first off, shoutouts to everyone that's still backing on Patreon. Much appreciated to those folks that are backing my channel there. If you guys want to get Let's Plays a week early, consider backing on Patreon. It helps out the channel, and you get some perks with it. So, but also thanks to everyone that has done super chats recently. So huge shout outs to Red Zeo Ranger, Adam Pearson, Lance Rengel, B Retro Gamer, Mark Havener, and oh, I've got Adam on there twice. Okay, well, double Adam action. So thank you guys for doing super chats on Wednesday's stream. I hope I didn't miss anybody. This whole red template thing's like throwing me for a loop. But yeah, thanks to all our current channel members as well. If you want to get, again, Let's Plays a week early and get some other perks like some funky emoji in the chat, consider joining up as a channel member. It's like Patreon, but it's through YouTube itself instead of through Patreon. So yeah, thanks everyone. Much appreciated. So let me actually go ahead and let's go ahead and start a new game here. How do I start a new game? I have no clue, and so what I'm gonna do is just open up my disk drive, and we're gonna go ahead and just reset the console, basically. So yeah, so you can see the 2 capture cards set up there. It's more gray on top So yeah, I've basically got 2 capture cards doing this. So yeah, this is really cool. I just got the idea randomly like an hour ago, and I was like, whoa, I can actually do that. I'm gonna do it. Let's go for it. Let's split out the signal into 2 separate capture cards. Oh man. So but yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, 3DO Doom is infamously bad. It was basically a project that was completely mismanaged by, well, management, and they had no idea how video game development worked, and they basically tossed this project on a single programmer who only had a very, 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 very short time to crank it out, and that's why 3DO Doom ended up the way it was, or is. So try it for Super Nintendo Doom? Yeah, I will do that. I actually, God, believe it or not, I actually started downsizing my Doom collection. I traded in my US Saturn version. I traded in my big box PS1 version, because I have the Japanese one of that one. And I traded in my Super Nintendo one. So I no longer own those, but I can still play the Super Nintendo Doom through the Mister. That was a big reason why I got rid of the Super Nintendo one. So, come on, Patchouli. Come on, mate. Come on up. Come on, Patchouli. My cat's bugging me right now. Hey, Carl. He says, what up, Austin? Can't stick around for the live stream, but love the Monster Party video you just did. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks, Carl. I saw your comments on that video, too, so thanks a lot for dropping a comment on it. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I meant to post that this morning. I totally forgot. So I just posted it right before starting the stream, so... but, alright. Let's try to bring up our menu here. I'm gonna turn that up a little bit so you guys can hear better. So we're not doing Nightmare, we're gonna do Ultraviolence. And so if I really wanted to, so you guys can just see what's going on. Again, we've got the zoom functionality on the Framemeister, so you can actually see the full menu right here. But again, it's running into 2 separate capture cards. And so 3DO Doom, it's got, my data got deleted. Oh, that sucks. Huh, that's weird. I had every level unlocked from a previous stream. I must have wiped out my data on my 3DO without even realizing it. Not a big deal. We're going to go through the whole game anyway, so. How much is the big box Doom? Are you talking the PS1 version? I don't know. I think I got like 25 or 30 bucks for it. Which is probably about what I paid, honestly, several years ago. Yeah, I ended up getting rid of the big box version just because I have the Japanese one. You know, it's the same game and it takes up less space. So, and Saturn Doom, I still have the European version of that, and I do have the Satiator as well, so I can still play the US version on that. So it's not like I'm gonna be without the Dooms, and Super Nintendo Doom I can play on the Mister. So check out the options menu one more time. Basically the same stuff. I gotta remember what my controls are. I want to say, fire speed, use, man. I like having it set up like the 32X version, but, well, actually, it doesn't really matter, because I keep forgetting that I have shoulder strafing in this. That is one really nice thing about this version, is I do have individual strafe keys, so I don't even have to worry about it, really. So I could just use, A and B. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. We're good. I don't even know what I'm doing. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the game. And let's go ahead and reactivate that zoom. Do I play on a CRT? Not right now. I mean, I can if I wanted to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the setup, depends on the game, depends on the system. But right now, I'm not playing on a CRT. I actually do have a separate CRT up that one of these signals is being split out into, but I'm not playing on that CRT. I'm playing on a LCD screen where my upscaler is going into, so I can actually see the zoomed gameplay full screen. So, yep, Doom on Zoom. That's right. Bring it back to classic Doom. All right, so let's do this. Yeah, so 3DO Doom. It was a train wreck. Or it is a train wreck. But you know, it's still playable if you play it on the smallest screen size. It's not recommended. Do not go out of your way to purchase this game or anything like that. But if you do, for some reason, get a copy and you fire it up, you know, it's the most tolerable in its smallest screen size. And, let's, hold on a second. I gotta check something real quick here. And, man, this is just so laggy. Even in the smallest screen size, it's still really laggy. I gotta make sure I'm on my picture setting. I think I might have had it on natural because I was doing PS2. Let's see. Nope, it's still on picture. Okay. Well, let's just make sure it's still on it. And then let's, I want to make sure it's on 720p as well. Because there is, okay, there is less input lag on 720p as opposed to 1080. So, okay. Alright. So yeah, 3DO Doom. It is something alright. This will probably be about a 3-hour, I don't know, probably a 3-hour long stream. It'll probably take me about 3 hours to go through this game. And I don't think I have to really worry too much about looking at my status bar, even though I can. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, this is so laggy. I'm overshooting and undershooting like crazy. Whew. Yeah, this version of the game is just... There's a reason it's got a really bad reputation. But again, like I said at the beginning, it is... There is a good reason why it ended up the way it did. You know, it's not like the programmer that did it is bad or anything. It's just they were given a massive time crunch on this and basically just did what they could. They just did what they could. And so, oof. And I just switched weapons for some reason. Let's see. Oh, I know why I switch weapons. Okay, so if you press the use key, or you hold it down and then you press the triggers, you'll actually cycle through your guns. So, and that's what happens. So I have to be aware of that when I'm, you know, trying to open up doors and things like that. I don't want to be pressing the strafe keys, otherwise I will switch my weapons while I'm opening doors, and that's not good. Now the AI is kind of dumb on Ultraviolence, on this version specifically, and I do find that Nightmare though, the AI is still brutal, so it's not even worth trying to play this on Nightmare. You notice like when I get into like right in front of a wall, it speeds up and slows down like crazy. That's very jarring. It's gonna take a little while to get used to that. So we'll go ahead and grab the old elevator secret here. So I'm just gonna... There's a line that you walk over that triggers the elevator, and I wanted to make sure it went down and then went all the way back up, then I could re-trigger it. Otherwise, I might not be able to actually access it. I've got a cat meowing right next to me. Yes, Michael, it is the perfect month for Doom. It is, which is why I've been planning on doing this for quite a while, actually. At least 3DO Doom zoomed. I didn't get the idea for the status bar until today, so that was convenient. But yeah, I was wanting to do this for a while, but then I was like, you know, I'm going to push it off till October. I'll make for a good October stream. Because Doom can be a spooky game, especially with some of the music in this version. You know, the highlight of this version of Doom is the soundtrack. They, you know, you gotta give credit to the guys that did the music. They did an excellent job. And some of it actually sounds kind of spooky too, which is really cool. So, I gotta turn this up in my headphones. Ah, it's more like I can actually hear the music now. Alright. Man, kind of a slow night so far on the chat. I mean, I know I didn't schedule this one in advance, so I don't expect a lot of people to pop in. But we'll kind of see what happens, see how people trickle in over the course of the stream. Flip that switch to activate our outdoor secret. And then shoot this guy. Oh, the load times, this is bad. I whipped around the corner, I could hear my 3DO disk drive start to read. And then the game just like, just paused hard. Oh, it's so jarring when that happens. You go from it being smooth to it being just a total crap show. Oh, man. Forgot how great this game is. Yeah, Doom is amazing. I do lots of Doom on my channel here. Now, I'm like more like a variety channel in terms of, you know, all the content I do, but I always go back to Doom on my channel. For streams or full Let's Plays or playthroughs. So we actually did do 3DO Doom on stream several years back. I think it was like 2017 or 2018. And we ended up playing through it at its largest screen size on ultraviolence. That was something, all right. That was something. So it's good to revisit it, zoomed in, where it's a little more playable. I'll go ahead and get the secret here. A lot of times when I play through Doom on YouTube, I usually just skip this whole area because it's not really necessary. You do get a chainsaw, but I don't really use the chainsaw in these versions of the game. These console ports. So it's just like, I just skip the whole area. The benefit to this area is you can get a backpack early, which basically extends your ammo cap, or ammo capacity. Your ammo limit. We just shoot that door to open it, and it's a secret. Hey, Edwater. You plan on streaming and recording Doom Eternal? I did that like a week after it came out. I have a full playthrough of it already on my channel. So just search Doom Eternal on my main channel page, and it'll pop right up. I think it took me about nine-ish hours to go through, I think. I did it all in one sitting. Alright, so we got the chainsaw, so we're going to switch back to our shotgun. Actually, we're going to switch back to our chain gun. The graininess accentuates the horror. Accentuates the horror. Horror, Austin. Not horror. 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 Holy crap, I can't pronounce horror right now. Doom is a filthy whore. It gets around and around and around. It gets around on my channel. I've got so many damn Doom playthroughs, it's crazy. Yeah, liberal arts guy. One thing I did on Twitch many years ago was, I played the Jaguar Doom, and then I wired in, the Sonic Clang remix music. So we were playing Jaguar Doom with the Sonic Clang, Doom 3 Classic Edition music. Or Classic Doom 3 is what they call it. It's basically a remake of Episode 1 for Doom, but in the Doom 3 engine. I actually streamed that last year. That was a really fun one. I don't think many people got to catch that one. I do recommend checking it out, because it's a great mod. It's one of the best mods I've ever played, actually. Right on, Game Eagle. Oh man, it's so laggy. You notice that a lot of things have like these checkerboard patterns, and when you zoom in, it really makes it obvious. Oh my god. Freaking infinite height, man. I hate it sometimes. Let's just come down here. It's the safe way. I definitely don't want to die if I can avoid it, because, you know, I think you have to pistol start when you die in this. So, yeah, I really don't want to have to do that. I mean, I don't think it'll be too big of a deal trying to recover, because we are in ultra-violence. We're not playing on Nightmare. Recovering will be a lot more doable. Hey, Jeff! Mr. 3DO himself. How are you doing, man? Oh, man. What was the first Doom I ever played? Technically PC Doom, but it was on a friend's, like, 386 computer. Or a computer with a 386 processor, and it just ran at, like, 1 frame a second. It was unplayable. But that was my first taste. And then, Super Nintendo was the next one that I really, really played. I had rented it one weekend, and then I ended up getting it for Christmas later that year. Yeah, I saw your post about that. Why is there food stuck to my disc? Goes to complain on Goodwill's website, and then Goodwill has a little thing saying, "We provide jobs to the mentally challenged or disabled or something." And Jeff is like, "Oh, now I feel bad. I was gonna bitch at them." Or what? I forgot what he said exactly, but it was pretty hilarious. First Doom he ever played was 64. Very nice. Basically, someone less fortunate and capable was shipping your games. Oh, so laggy. So laggy. Yeah, I don't normally stream on Saturdays anymore because right now I'm doing... I've got a part-time job Thursday and Friday, so I work six days a week now. And so I've been trying to take it easy on these Saturdays. But as some of you guys know, in October I have a tendency of doubling up on my content. At least in the live stream department, not Let's Plays. Because the Let's Plays, it actually takes a lot of work to make the Let's Plays, having to practice the games and stuff like that. But live streams I'll double up on. And so I was like, you know, I'm going to double up this week in particular. I'm going to try to double up every week in October this year. But I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to this week. But here we are. Another one looks like it was soaked in coffee. Ugh. So I'm actually, my part-time job is at one of the local video game stores, and yeah, I'm actually having to handle a lot of games like that are just complete trash. Yeah, so I know exactly what you mean, Jeff. Yeah, I just posted the Monster Party Let's Play. I meant to post it this morning. I completely forgot. So, yeah, just a heads up to anyone that likes the Let's Plays. That did just go live. But I'd suggest staying here and hanging out and watching some 3DO Doom first. I might have to try to do, like a Let's Play of some Sunder maps. I might actually do that as like a Let's Play this October. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Is that a Gatling gun? He's just happy to see you. It's they call it the chain gun. But yeah, it's kind of like a Gatling gun. Look worse than PlayStation. PlayStation Doom looks pretty good. I don't know why you would think it looks bad for a PlayStation game in particular. And yeah, no, you can get worse. You want worse? Super Nintendo Doom. Super Nintendo Doom looks way worse. Or Game Boy Advance Doom. When you blow up Game Boy Advance Doom to a TV, it doesn't look that great. It looks comparable to this, actually. But yeah, no, the reason this actually looks the way it does is that I've got it zoomed in. So I know I'm going to have to explain myself over and over. But basically my upscaler gives me the capability of zooming in the picture. 3DO Doom allows you to adjust the border. So this is what it normally looks like. And, let's see. So you've got screen size settings right here. And when you blow it up all the way, it actually looks really good, but it runs like crap. It runs horribly. See, it looks nice, actually. Looks quite nice, but it runs terribly. And it's very, very laggy. So, one way to make it playable is to zoom it in. And then zoom it in some more. Boom! Framemeister for the win. There we go. It is Game Eagle. It's one of the better looking ones from the 90s. I mean, obviously it doesn't look as good as, like, you know, Xbox 360 or PS3 versions. But, you know, for the 90s, it's actually quite solid, yeah. And it's got extra lighting and stuff that's not in other versions. Calculator Doom. Yeah, Calculator Doom isn't even really Doom. They just kind of slapped the Doom name on it. It's like, isn't it like the walls look like I don't know. It was more like a Wolfenstein era shooter from what it seemed like. I just wanted to make sure I didn't blow myself up here. Oh my god, that loading. Yeah, the stuttering is completely normal. It's not my 3DO. This is totally normal for 3DO Doom, unfortunately. I guess as it loads in new areas and things like that, it'll pause. Well, you just saw it, Lovelorn Nick, and what's going on. SNES Doom was your introduction to Doom. Nice, very nice. Super Nintendo Doom, you know, it's not great, but I have, you know, great nostalgia for it, and I still like to go back and play it because it was my first version. It's not a version I really recommend people play, but as someone who's just a huge fan of Doom, I like still playing some of those oddball versions like Super Nintendo, or even, you know, I like messing around with 3DO Doom zoomed in like this. Again, it's not something I recommend, but I do still enjoy messing around with it. This will actually be my first playthrough of this specific version in several years now, so I'm kind of like overdue for a 3DO Doom playthrough. I love that I can just actually look over to my stream software and see my status bar. On my TV, there is no status bar because it's zoomed in all the way. Alright, so we are going to play the secret level 2. A lot of times I skip out on it. Just because, you know, it's probably one of my least favorite levels in Doom, period. It's, yeah. Just not a big fan of the level. Oh, and did I really not get the key? I mean, I don't really need this. Yeah, I didn't get the key. I completely... One thing that's also happening is, like, I'm walking over objects and it's not picking them up sometimes. It's definitely an issue with this version of the game. It's just not registering it. There we go. Now I got it. Hey, Iron in the Soul. Play that version of Death. Oh, yeah, yeah. We actually ran through that on Nightmare a few months back. I love 32X Doom. I think it gets kind of... It doesn't get the credit it deserves. I mean, it's obviously it's not gonna, you know, blow your socks off or anything like that, but it's not the garbage port that, like, people make it out to be. It's still really fun to play. And ironically, it's actually more responsive than Jaguar Doom. The controls, the frame rate's a tiny bit better, and the controls are more responsive. So it's actually, like, really fun to play. It's nice and snappy for what it is. And when we tried playing through Jaguar Doom on Nightmare a couple months back, that frame rate got so bad. If you die later on in the game, you have to recover pistol starting which is almost impossible on some levels, but we tried. I had to just run past all the enemies at certain parts, and the frame rate just went down to like single digits. It was really bad. Yeah, that was something. If you guys want to see, you guys want to have an experience, watch that 3D, watch that Jaguar Nightmare stream. We weren't able to do it. I got pretty far, but we weren't able to do it, unfortunately. Alright, so this will take us to our secret map. Hey, Crestline! Alright, let's grab that. Let's scroll up the chat here. Yeah, Brandon, I don't really know why you're being negative, though. It's like, it's like a Captain Obvious sort of thing. Like, yeah, of course it's not going to be as good as the PC version. Nothing was back then. It's like, duh. Remember when cell phone games first came out in like 2004 and John Romero made that turn-based Doom mobile game? Did John Romero make that one? Are you talking Doom RPG? Those are actually pretty fun. Did he actually do that? I'll have to look into it. I think I actually, you know what? I think I actually have those on one of my older iPads. Dude, I should get a stand for my older iPad and then like point a camcorder at it and do a stream of that game. Dude, that would be badass. Thanks for the reminder, Jeff. I think I actually still have them on my old iPad. You thought he did? Well, I don't know. I'll look into it later. Yeah, I saw they got another update, Nick. Yeah, true widescreen support now. That's really nice. This is like Sega CD butt rock right here. I haven't heard this remix in a long time. I think the last time we streamed 3DO Doom, I might have skipped this level. Yeah, it was called Doom RPG. And they also made Wolfenstein RPG as well. I think there might have been... I don't remember if Wolf had a sequel, but there was a Doom 2 RPG. And yeah, they were fun games. Definitely recommend those. Alright, I think that's the red door. Yellow door. Whoa, where the hell did you come from? I always forget about this secret. Actually, let me go up this way. Yeah, unfortunately a compilation of Doom ports would be... It's not that it wouldn't be possible, it's just there were so many hands involved in the various ports that getting all the licensing down for that would be really tough, I think. Especially once you start factoring in things like the Aubrey Hodges soundtracks for like PlayStation and N64 Doom, blah blah blah. All the different composers, all the different companies, Midway, Williams. It would be neat though. I'd love to see something like that. Because it's definitely a trip. I love going back to all the various different ports. It's like, yeah, the PC version's always going to be the best, but I still love messing around with the different versions of the game. Alright, we're gonna switch over to our rocket launcher here. Do 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 do. Ugh, switching weapons is so slow. There we go. There was the id anthology in the early 2000s, worth a ton of money. Yeah, it is. I'd love to get that. Really all I need though, I don't actually need it. I really do want a big box copy of Final Doom. I don't have that on PC yet. And down the road I'd love to get the original shareware version. Not shareware. Sorry. The original mail-in full registered version of the 3-episode Doom. I'd love to get one of those. That's super expensive now. Alright, so I got the red key. So we'll go ahead and come on down here. Alright. Oh, look at that frame rate. It's tanking. It's so bad. And when the frame rate goes really low like this, the controls become very, very unresponsive. Yeah, I had a feeling there was one behind me. Oh yeah, something I didn't mention earlier is normally the 3DO runs all of its games at 480 interlaced, so 480i. But I have a Japanese 3DO FZ1, which has a switch on it that will convert the image, not convert the image, but it gets rid of the 480i upscale that the 3DO's video hardware does, so it just runs at 240p. So you get much nicer, chunky pixels. So for those of you guys that are familiar with 3DO, that's why the image looks a little more stable than you're probably used to seeing. So basically what happens with the 3DO is, you know, it renders its games at 320 by 240 or something like that, 240p, and then it cranks that through a processor that upscales the image to 480i. And that's why 3DO games always look, you know, like they're higher resolution. But some Japanese models have a switch that lets you bypass that. And it'll just output at a standard 240p. What's the worst version of original Doom performance-wise? This one, by far. Yeah, this one's the worst, by far. I mean, even on the smallest screen size that we're playing on, it still gets laggy. It's still really bad. And when you blow it up to the largest screen size, it's like, ugh, it's terrible. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do my strafe run across this. Let's try it. Oh no, it worked. Awesome. So we can just skip that whole section. What's my favorite console port? I'd say the PlayStation version. For I always separate the console ports from like the 90s ones and then the 2000s and on. Because the ones from the 2000s and on are basically like, Game Boy Advance aside, they're basically just, you know, source ports of, you know, the PC version. So they're about as close as you get to the PC. But as far as the 90s ones, yeah, definitely the PlayStation version. For sure. I used to say Jaguar version, but PlayStation 1 just plays a lot better. It has a lot more content. I do prefer the sound effect package in the Jaguar version, though, because they use the original PC sound effects, whereas in PS1 Doom, they, you know, created all brand new sound effects for most sound effects. Some of the sound effects are the same, but most of them are brand new, and I'm not as big a fan of them. But gameplay-wise, visually, all that stuff, PS1 version is definitely the best from back in the day, by far. Yeah, no, Crestline, you're wrong. See, what I like about talking about these Doom ports is I can actually say you're wrong, because there is something that's worse than Super Nintendo or 32X Doom. It's called 3DO Doom, that we're playing right now. I like 32X Doom a lot. I love playing that version. There are definitely objective issues with it, like it doesn't have as many maps and stuff like that, but I don't mind, you know? It's just like, it's a version of Doom I can run through in like less than 2 hours, have a good time, and then go play something else. I've got other versions that have all my content, all the rest of the content. You know what I need to actually do is I need to download one of those 32X hacks that adds in the missing levels. So we'll have to do a follow-up stream sometime probably next year. Yeah, doing one of those 32X versions with all the extra added maps. Oh, Saturn port is terrible, yeah. Yeah, I would put the Saturn port below 32X or... I mean... it's technically more playable than Super Nintendo Doom, but I'd rather play Super Nintendo Doom. Saturn Doom is... You know, again, while it's more playable... that hurt. It's okay, I've still got a lot of armor and health. While it's technically more playable, it's much more disappointing, because it's on so much more powerful hardware. It should have been a much better version. You know, yeah, Doom 64, honestly, Doom 64 is like the original Doom 3. That's kind of what I look at. That's how I look at Doom 64. Like, that's kind of the original Doom 3. It's a brand new game, yeah. I mean, they bring in all the old enemies and stuff like that, or most of the old enemies. There aren't any Revenants, or Archviles. But, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's not a favorite of mine. I much prefer the level design of Doom and Doom 2. And I prefer actual music. Doom 64 is mostly ambience and sounds for its soundtrack. Not a huge fan of it. But it's fun. I still like it. Honestly, I need to go back and finish the port that came out last year. Alright, there we go. Hey, James! Alright. Well, I mean, the Saturn version is basically like a conversion of the PS1 game, so yeah, it's got most of the same levels in there. Same map designs and layouts, all that stuff. Although it's missing the colored lighting, some areas have been shrunken down. Yeah, this tune's actually really good here. I like what they did with it. It's very spooky. Very spooky. Can't even see what those guys are at that distance. Which one's the zombie soldier? Which one's the imp? I don't know. They both look the same. Yeah, I don't find Saturn Quake that impressive, honestly. A lot of people like to put that one up on the pedestal. And the thing that takes away from its impressiveness is the fact that it almost feels like it's broken when it comes to its actual gameplay. If it actually played well, then yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's impressive, but I don't know. I'm still bitter about my last Saturn Quake playthrough. Liberal arts guy knows what I mean. Some of you guys that were there for that one know exactly what I mean. Yeah, Saturn Quake's more like a tech demo. I know, harsh words, but it just plays like trash. Collision detection doesn't work half the time. Like, your bullets would just go through enemies. It's so, it's awful. An enemy will be right in your face, and it won't even, your shots won't even collide with them. Well, I mean, you can play the N64 one. That's way better. And, you know, the N64 one actually runs on the Quake engine, so it actually feels like Quake. That's what I tell people. You know, if you really don't want to play Doom, or sorry, not Doom. If you really don't want to play Quake on a PC for whatever reason you're coming up with, I mean, really in 2020, there's no excuse, if you ask me. This isn't 1996. It's, you know, it's 2020 when we're doing this. You know, even a potato laptop from 15 plus years ago will run Quake just fine. Well, I mean, a potato laptop from 20 years ago will run Quake just fine. Even if you have to just play a console version, there's the N64 one. And it's like, you know, it's fun to mess around with Saturn Quake from, you know, the technological standpoint and whatnot, but it's just not a good game to play. Like, the N64 one just plays so much nicer. It's way, way nicer to play. It looks better, too. We actually ran through that one last year in October. I totally forgot. I kind of want to... I don't know, when I fire up my N64 again next time, I'll have to play a few levels. Was I able to use different controller variants? Are you talking like on PC Quake? I have no idea. You could probably use a joystick of some kind. Or use a gamepad. I've always played keyboard and mouse, because that's kind of how you play PC first-person shooters. It's never even crossed my mind once to ever play a PC FPS with a controller, just because it's, you know, if I'm at a computer, I've got my keyboard and mouse, so... that's how I do it. But yeah, you could probably wire up like a gamepad and have it work. I've never tried it. Ever tried Duke 3D on Saturn? Yeah, I used to own that, actually. I had that back in the day, and I even used the Netlink with that one. I had there was a guy locally that would dial up to me, and we would do one-on-one matches. It was fun. A lot of good memories with that. Alright, should be some armor up here, if I can get it to trigger. There we go. Whee! And there should be some bullets up here. Actually, no. Well, yeah, I always forget. Have to walk on just the very tippy edge. Yeah, it's bullets. Bullets. Zombie Revenge on Dreamcast, they pronounce it bullets. Bullets. It's so goofy. Oh man, that's a game I should... Nah, we're not going to be able to do that. I suck at that game. I was going to say, that'd be a great October game, but no, I'm terrible at Zombie Revenge. Hey, Leo. What's going on? Alright, let's grab this. Partial invisibility. Saturn had a few different controllers. Well, yeah. I mean, every console has multiple types of controllers. Third-party controllers, multiple first-party options. I mean, that's just normal for console gaming. A Doom game on the Kinect. That would be something. It would be like... I don't know, that would be interesting. I've never actually used Kinect as a controller, so I don't even know what it's like. I know you, like, wave your arms and move your body and stuff like that. I need to get a Kinect adapter for my Xbox One X. Because I actually do still have my, like, old Kinect from, my Xbox One Kinect from a long time ago. Yeah, the dogbo controller, it's alright. I have one. I bought one just to use it for fun, and I prefer the original controller. The buttons are a lot snappier. The Dogbone is a little more comfortable in the hands, I would say, because it has soft edges like a Super Nintendo controller. But the button positioning is at an angle, and it's kind of a weird angle for NES games. But it's not... the Dogbo controller is not that expensive, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're not as easy to find, because it was kind of a late release thing. But you could find them on eBay. I bet they're not too expensive. Some people prefer the Dogbo controller, so I do recommend trying it if you're a big fan of NES. But I do definitely prefer the original controller. The NES controller, when you have an NES controller in like perfect shape, those buttons are some of the snappiest buttons like that have ever been made for a game console. It makes button mashing very, you know, very easy. Which on a lot of those classic NES games, like a Mega Man, you know, if you want to kill enemies the fastest, you want to be able to button mash super fast and efficiently. Same with a game like Contra. It makes for getting your timing just right, just so easy. It's so nice. What 3DO am I playing from? I'm playing from a Japanese FZ1. Hey, Constantine, welcome back. How are you doing? Yeah, NES controllers are very durable because of that shell and that casing and how the boards are mounted in there. Everything is just very tight. Great hearing this soundtrack again. I haven't heard it. Like, you know, I've got some backup tunes of, like, Stage 1 and one of the other later levels in the game, but I don't have any of this other music backed up, and I should probably make some personal recordings of these. Trying to take it really slow here because it's just, you know, you notice the game just keeps pausing. And when stuff like that happens, it really throws me off and I'll like fall off a ledge or something. You're doing great. I'm gonna have a great stream. Yeah, we're doing alright. It's all good. Yeah, no, I totally understand with the work schedule conflicts. Yeah. I don't blame you one bit. How's the 3DO controller for Doom? I mean... The 3DO controller is nice. I've got the smaller JP2X controller, or whatever it's called. And I really like this controller. It's always been a very comfy controller for me. For Doom, I mean, it's fine. It's just that this version of Doom sucks, and it just, no matter the controller you have, it's gonna play like crap for the most part, so... But in other games, it's a nice controller. It works really well. I'm not sure if I'm going to yet, but I have another first-person shooter on 3DO that I'd like to do later this month called Escape from Monster Manor. And that actually plays really well with this controller. I need to fire that game up on Twitch and see if I can actually beat it. I've never actually beaten that game. And if I can beat the game, then I might try to do a YouTube stream. Wolfenstein 3D is great on 3DO. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D is really awesome on 3DO. Yeah, I don't normally come into this area. That was a mistake, but I still have over 100 health and armor. So I'm okay. Yeah, no, 3DO emulators, Liberal Arts Guy, they do have ways to speed things up. It's a little inconsistent. This is weird. Oh. I was gonna say, I thought I flipped the switch already. Oh, I forgot. I actually traded in my copy of Final Doom on PS1 a few weeks back. That was another game I got rid of. I wish I got a mouse before I did that, though, because I totally forgot 3DO Doom, not 3DO Doom, PlayStation Final Doom supports the mouse. Totally forgot about that. I don't know if that would even be that great, though, because the frame rate in that game is so inconsistent, but I'd still like to try it. Final Doom on PS1 is more sluggish than standard Doom. Yeah, it's Constantine. This has got a great soundtrack. It's definitely the highlight of the game. Hey, Doomstash. What video cable am I using? I'm just using an S video cable. That's it. That's the best the 3DO can do out of the box. There's no... You have to mod it for RGB. But I have a 240p switch on my 3DO, so... Even with S video, it looks... still nice and chunky. Now this doesn't look as good as it could because we're playing in the smallest window size and zooming it in through the upscaler, so it doesn't. This isn't a good representation of what 3DO games will normally look like through my capture setup. This version has Doom 2 levels? No. This is based on the Jaguar port. Which just goes into episode 3 of original Doom. This was before Doom 2 ever existed. Or at least that version was created before Doom 2 existed. Yeah, the original fat PS3s, Leo, they use those, like, PC-style power cables. Oh, man, look at this. Okay, this is kind of bad. I keep getting cornered. Oh, I totally agree. I love the level design in Doom. It's really good. There we go. It's funky music. Sort of. Man, if we can finish this in like 2.5 more hours, I might even be able to hit Taco Bell afterwards. It's one thing I like about not doing like 8-hour-long streams is I can actually maybe go get food afterwards. Normally I'm not up this late, but I totally screwed up my sleep schedule yesterday. I stayed up till... I stayed up all night, and probably went to bed at like noon. Normally I'm supposed to wake up early, like 7 a.m. But instead I woke up at 7 p.m. Oh boy. Right. Ow. They still sell chalupa? Yeah, I don't see why not. My craving for at Taco Bell right now is the beef burrito. It came out like a month or two ago. They're super cheap and they're big, so you get a lot of food for your money. I love it. Hey, buddy. Yeah, this guy's always stuck in this wall. I'm just gonna skip him. Yeah, exactly, liberal arts guy. It's just like a small portion of what Final Doom actually is. Am I a fan of Doom Eternal? Yes, yes. I beat that game probably 5 or 6 times after it came out. I clocked like 50 hours onto it in the first 2 weeks it was out. Like, I just binged it hard. And then I never played it again. I need to do another run of that game soon, actually. Oh, good lord, this loading. Ugh. 3DO, please. Help me out here, 3DO. The next Doom will be Xbox exclusive? Well, we don't know that yet. Remember, Microsoft does do multi-platform stuff. And, it's entirely possible those games will still be multi-platform. We'll see. I think part of it will also depend on how Microsoft handles Bethesda. Like, are they going to continue to operate kind of on their own, like id Software did under Bethesda and ZeniMax? If it's like that, then it, you know, they might still leave them as a multi-platform studio. We don't know yet. Yeah, exactly. They'll lose a lot of money if they make it exclusive, most likely. But we don't know. And that's what's going to be interesting about the next couple of years, is seeing what Microsoft does with these companies. If they do make it exclusive to Microsoft platforms, and it doesn't bother me that much because I've always been in the Xbox ecosystem, and I'm a PC gamer, but it'll suck for everyone else. But we'll see what happens. Alright. So you can go into this area, but... or this structure, but I'm not going to. I always skip it. There's not much in there. Yeah, I think that's probably how they're gonna do it, Liberal Arts guy. I think that's a good guess. Make it a timed exclusive. Hey, Eco, welcome back. Oh, man. Alright, let's switch over to our chain gun. 173 bullets. Doom 64 Hexen. Oh, that's a tough one, man. I mean, they're two very different games. They run on the same engine, but they're not the same kind of first-person shooter. So I would say Doom 64. Hexen has puzzle elements. It's got non-linear elements as well. Enemies are a lot more tanky. You know, it's not as fast of like a quick run and gun. It turns a little more into a run and gun style FPS later on in the game when you're fully maxed out on your arsenal. But yeah. I haven't really played many Grand Theft Auto games, so I can't really answer that one. Sorry. The Rare acquisition? Yeah. They didn't do a lot with Rare. I mean, Rare actually, there were some really great Rare games on 360 in the early days of that platform, but when Kinect blew up, Microsoft had Rare basically focus on that, making games for Kinect. And so, like, I missed out on pretty much all of their output through Kinect. Because, again, I haven't used Kinect. I haven't used it for gaming, at least. But, I mean, they did some great stuff, even on the original Xbox. I mean, Grad by the Ghoulies is an awesome game. I had actually thought about trying to do that this October for a stream, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to go check out a long play to see how long the game is again. I haven't beaten the game since it came out. It's been a while. Ah, I overshot that like crazy. I need to hurry up. I don't want to die here. And apparently Sea of Thieves was really good, but that's something that I haven't really messed around with. It's definitely focused around multiplayer. Alright, I'm actually going the wrong way. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's green because I've got the radiation suit or whatever. There we go, it's going away. No more green for you. Yeah, I liked Perfect Dark Zero. I actually beat that one. I liked it quite a bit. And I really liked what I played of Cameo, or Cameo, however you pronounce it. I thought that was a really solid launch title. I want to go back and try to finish that eventually. And while it wasn't rare, Microsoft did bring back Killer Instinct, and the studios that worked on it did an excellent job there too. I'm so glad that they brought back the arcade games as well. Hey, Scotty Lewis, well, welcome to the stream. Your absolute favorite game. Well, you're in the right place, man. I stream Doom quite a bit here. I do a lot of variety retro stuff, but I also do a lot of Doom. I think I've got at least like 50 Doom videos on my channel. So yeah, if you like that, you're in the right place. Yeah, on my About page, I talk about how, you know, I do a lot of different stuff, but I also do lots of Castlevania and Doom specifically. October in particular, you're going to see a lot of Castlevania this year. And we're going to start a Curse of Darkness stream, probably, I don't know if I'm going to start it next week or if I'm going to do it the week after, but I'm almost finished with the game on Twitch, which means I'm ready to do a YouTube stream. Do I stream retro point-and-click adventures? I don't. I never really got into that genre. I played a few growing up, like, I had a couple of, the Windows 95 CR ones, like Torrens Passage and, Woodruff in the Schnibble. And I do like Shadowgate on the NES, as well as Deja Vu and Uninvited. I'll probably eventually Let's Play those games. But as far as, like, the PC point and clicks, you guys probably won't see me play any. Like, beautiful explosion. Let's see, what's my health at? It's almost full. I always have full health when I get here. PS3 GoldenEye remake? Was that good? I don't know. I got it on Wii, and I played it. I played a couple levels, and I was like, eh, whatever. And I stopped playing. I don't remember it feeling like it was anything special. It was more like sort of remasters of old GoldenEye levels with the Call of Duty kind of feel. That's kind of how it felt. Alright, switch over to a rocket launcher. I just wanted to make sure these guys were dead before I triggered the Barons. Me, it's Wolfenstein 3D by far. It's my favorite. It's actually probably my favorite 3DO game. Still have a long way to go. Killing Tom. Yeah, killing time. I wanted to like killing time, but it's way too slow. It's like this. The frame rate just gets the frame rate and that gets to the point where the game's unplayable, if you ask me. Yeah, same here, Scotty. It's an interesting story. And it's a funny story too, especially the way that she tells it. If you watch her YouTube video where she tells the story, it's great. Like, the guy in charge of the project basically thought you could drop images onto a disc and poof, a game would appear. He actually thought that. It's hilarious. So while this is a terrible version of the game, there, you know, I think I'm kind of glad it exists just for the story alone. Like, you can't get that much dumber. Dropping images on a disc and hoping a video game magically appears out of it. Like, what the hell? You can't make this stuff up, man. Did I hit both switches? It seems like it triggered both of them. Congrats on finishing episode 1. Thank you. Alright, switch over. There we go. Plasma gun time. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Hey, how did you get over there? Alright, let's switch back. Is there really a bad version of Doom? Yeah, you're looking at it. So you guys gotta remember, we are playing this zoomed. Alright, so this is normally what it looks like, and I've got the video split out and running into 2 different capture cards. That's how I'm getting the display, or the status bar display down below. And normally this is what it looks like. And actually, this is like, this screen size right here is actually a hidden one. You have to put in a cheat to get it. So this is normally the largest screen you can do. And look at how sluggish it is. Damn, I gotta say, it looks pretty damn good though. It does look good. Yeah, so if you guys are just popping in, you're not aware of what we're doing. Basically, we're playing it in its smallest screen size, and I'm using some technical wizardry here to make it to where it's somewhat tolerable. Both as, you know, to play and to view as a viewer. Virtual Boy Doom. I cannot, actually. I don't think the Virtual Boy would be able to do Doom very well. Although it would be really interesting to see if someone would try. There is a Virtual Boy homebrew community. What I'd be more interested in is something like Wolfenstein 3D on Virtual Boy. That would totally be doable. And honestly, like a first-person shooter like that, that would be something. That would really be something, because one thing I love about the Virtual Boy is that when you're using it, you're kind of blocked off from the rest of the world, and it's like you can get really sucked into the games. And having like a full 3D environment, well, not full 3D, but you know, an environment like in Wolfenstein 3D where you're just walking around shooting stuff, and to have that isolated feeling because, you know, the headset's blocking out all light and you're just in the game, it would be really neat. I would love to see something like Wolfenstein 3D on Virtual Boy. Speaking of which, I need to set aside some money so I can get my Virtual Boy modded so we can stream it. I have the video out mod, VGA mod for it, but I need to send it out and have someone do it. Honey, I'm pregnant. What does the pregnancy monitor say? Is it a boy or a girl? I think it's a boy. There's this face on it. I think it's a boy. I'm gonna try to just rush through this level. Yeah, congrats, it's a cacodemon. Man, I haven't heard this in years. It's pretty cool. Hey, Chillax, welcome. Chillax to some Doom. Alright, see you, Brennan. Oh god, Doom Annihilation? No, I'm never gonna watch that. I have heard it is trash. Alright, we can exit. So let's exit. Ah! I missed. Hell yeah. Yeah, well, thanks for joining up in the live stream. I appreciate it. Mortal Kombat Annihilation is better than Doom Annihilation. Probably. wasn't all that bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very picky with my movies. I watched a couple of reviews on it, and I decided for myself that I probably wouldn't enjoy it. I'll spend my 2 hours practicing for Let's Plays. It's interesting hearing an episode 3 tune this early in the game. Hey, buddy. Look at him just peeking through. Cacodemons are so amazingly derpy. I love them. Do I need to get my Doom plushies out? I bought a Cacodemon and a Pain Elemental many years ago. I think I botched them up somewhere. Alright, now we can switch back over. Apparently I was out of ammo on my shotgun. Those horns. Do 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 do. Ba 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 boom. Well, the less mention about Uwe Ball, the better. Yeah, his stuff has always been bad. I never played much of Strife. I do have it, but yeah, it's something I've wanted to put time into, but I just haven't done it yet. I'm not usually as interested in, like, talking to people and having missions and, you know, more adventure game elements in my FPSs. I like more arcade-style first-person shooters, and so that was kind of a turn-off for Strife, but I feel like I should try to put some time into it. Because I've played almost every other Doom Engine game. To completion, actually. But that's one of them I haven't put a lot of time into. Halloween, yeah, Halloween's a classic. We watch that at least once every Halloween. Like, I'm sure most people do. Most people that watch horror movies. Oh yeah. BFG, baby. I'll probably crash the game. Alright, let's switch off of that. I don't want to use it. Boosh. That took 3 punches? What the... Yeah, because I picked up the Berserk power-up, which makes my fists a lot more powerful. Hey, Ronnie. Yeah, I think we're just gonna rip through the rest of the game. We're not taking a lot of damage, we got a lot of armor, a lot of health. There we go. Hi, Lisa. Congrats on your daughter, Gracelyn. Gracelyn? I don't know. Here's a cat. Oh, hi, Lisa. Let's see. Carl Urban is cool. You like him in the Dread movie. I never saw the Dread movie. I heard that was alright. I might have to check that out sometime. Yeah, I know Ronnie enjoys Strife. You're welcome, Scotty. Great stats screen, yep. It's super zoomed. Oh, I'm using my zoom function on my upscaler. Wow, it's so weird having the hangar theme in here on this level. This is crazy. We're all doomed on Zoom. Uh-oh, fire, damn it. Crestline, did you ever try playing Hexen on PC? It's way better than console. Oh my god, this is just loading so much. Dude, would you just stop loading and let me play the game, please? But I have to load! I'm a 3DO! Whee! The little system that could. Yeah, you just can't get into it at all. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, I find the game's way more enjoyable on PC, where you can quick save all the time, and yeah, keyboard and mouse. Yeah, well, I kind of hated the PlayStation playthrough that I did. It was so frustrating, but when I went back and played it on PC, it was so much more fun. I mean, knowing where I'm going helps a lot. That's for sure. Oh god, Saturn House of the Dead. Don't even get me started on that game. That's a game that shouldn't even exist. I really wish Sega had kind of pushed off Saturn House of the Dead and just ported it straight to Dreamcast. Had both House of the Dead 1 and 2 on both, like a single disc or something. Yeah, Saturn House of the Dead does not do the arcade game justice. Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. I need to go back and finish Shadow Warrior. I've never beaten it before. Oh, Saturn's a great console. That's one of my favorites. But some of its conversions from other platforms, like its first-person shooters, can be a little strange, or some of its arcade games, like House of the Dead, that probably shouldn't have been ported to the system. Oh man, the 3DO just really struggles with these big areas. The thing about partial invisibility in this game is that enemies get kind of confused and they won't shoot directly at you. Which is good for the hit scan enemies, but it's bad for projectile-based enemies because it'll be harder to dodge their projectiles, harder to predict their projectiles. Are you not gonna shoot at me? I mean, I'm okay with that. Alright, we're gonna just skip this whole part. This is one thing I do in all my playthroughs, is I don't even play this section. Like I skip that area, I come down here, I get a plasma gun. Ow. Basically, stepping on this triggers your teleporter to appear, which is down here. So I just run straight down and skip the whole area. We walk in front of this door and it makes this platform rise. But don't fall down in the middle. I don't think you can get back up. Baroque. I never played Baroque. I think that was a Japanese-only game, right? I believe it was. The game was too ambitious for the Saturn. Yeah, I agree, Liberal Arts guy. Yeah. Yeah, see, the Saturn feels normal to me, because it was my primary console in that generation before I got a PlayStation and N64. But yeah, if you're not used to the console, yeah, it might have an odd aura about it. It's always been a great system for me. And it's just got an amazing arcade lineup. And to this day, I think the Saturn is probably it's one of the most import-friendly consoles. All you need to do is just get a cartridge that bypasses the region protection. And it's definitely one of the systems where not only is it import-friendly, but it's, you know, if you don't import, you're missing out on a huge part of its quality library. Its quality lineup of games. Although I'd say PlayStation, PS1 also has an amazing Japanese library, but it's not as easy to import for it because of how region protection is handled on the PS1. PS1, it's easiest to just get a Japanese console, and that's what I do. I have a Japanese PS2 I use for my PS1 imports. But Saturn it's got a great Japanese library. Yeah, I like Saturn long boxes too. I like that look. Same with Sega CD long boxes and yeah. I want to make sure all these guys are dead before I start firing rockets out here. Let's see if we can get some infighting going. These guys really don't feel like shooting today. Holy crap, what are you doing, game? Jesus Christ. Stop doing that, please. I think it's the music. I don't know. Because the track just, like, looped when that happened. Like, please don't pause like that when I got a rocket launcher in my hand. I remember this part being a little shisty on the Jaguar playthrough that we did recently. Or attempted playthrough on Nightmare mode. We're on level 13. I think we're exactly halfway through the game, by the way. I think the game's got like something like 26 levels. I always forget the exact number. It's either like 25, 26, 27, something like that. Somewhere in that range. Look at that, jibbing all these guys with the plasma gun. It's not something you see very often. Do 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 do. All right, let's switch. Dude, 3DO, would you cut it out? For God's sake. It just keeps pausing. It's so frustrating. Ah. Like, I feel like the game's just gonna crash when it does that. It's bad. Ah, nice. I'm shooting through the wall. Yeah, you like that? The splash damage can go through doors. It travels through doors just a little bit. All right. Whew. Jeez. Oh, you're talking the link cable between the 32X and the Genesis? Yeah. So the 32X and Genesis, they work in conjunction with one another. And if you don't have that cable plugged in, then you're not going to get the 32X's display working. So you're only going to have some of the assets on screen. It's interesting. This level was such a bitch on Jag Doom Nightmare mode. It was... We got stuck here for a while. I was able to recover and beat the level. I think we only made it a couple more levels in that one. Actually, let's switch back to the shotgun. This level is actually really hard to see. It's all the brown and whatnot. Dark gray and brown. Macarena of time. Oh, man. Oh, thanks for the reminder on that, too. I need to try to do Ocarina of Time sometime in the very near future. Like I always say every stream now, too many games, not enough time. Level skip on the corner of the wall? I'm not sure. Yeah, and Leo, I've never beaten Ocarina, but there was a time, probably about 10 years ago almost, where like I started a new game. My brother was giving me tips, because he's a huge fan of that game. And I was enjoying myself. I think I played it for like 6 or 7 hours or so. And I've always wanted to go back and finish it. But I'm going to have to start a brand new game. Because I don't have that same cart anymore. It's just one of those things I've always put off. The town with no name, you just don't know how to. I mean, it's a DOS game, isn't it? You just use DOSBox. And then you attempt to play the game. Alright, we're going to do something that we haven't done yet. Yeah, I thought it was a DOS game. Town with no name. I'll have to look it up. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Jeff. That's hilarious. Shmups? I would try Life Force on NES. Dragon Spirit on NES. Dragon Spirit in particular, that's on the easier side of things, so you should be able to roll through that pretty simply. It's a good starter shmup. Musha on the Genesis, so M-U-S-H-A. Metallic Uniframe Super Hybrid Armor. I still remember that. That's a really good beginner's entry-level shmup. Great soundtrack, great music, great graphics, solid gameplay. I would start off with games like that. The Town with No Name is on CD32. Really? Oh, interesting. I always thought it was a PC game. Yeah, it is on MS-DOS as well, guys. I just checked. Yeah, so just get the MS-DOS version, Liberal Arts guy, and then just run it in run it in DOSBox. I was Googling stuff, Samuel. How about you don't tell me what to do? Galactic Attack, US name for the Sega Saturn. Yeah, that's actually a really good one too. I do recommend that. Found a spare PC power cable. Got a red light in your PS3. Hopefully a good sign. Triggered, LOL? I don't even know who you are, dude, so... Boom! There you go. Hey, Tony! Welcome back to channel membership, Tony. I appreciate it, dude. Basically, if you type something stupid, I will say something stupid right back to you. And then I'll boot you, because you're annoying. Just having a blast, just chatting, and anyways. Gotta have that one guy. Yeah, exactly. Gotta have that one guy. Alright. But yes, for anyone wondering, I was verifying what the town with no name was released on, and it was Amiga CD32 and MS-DOS. Yeah, I thought there was a guy that speedruns that, and I saw it on Games Done Quick many years ago, and I was pretty sure he was playing it on DOS. He was playing the PC one. He had a keyboard and mouse hooked up. She's alive! Oh, that's awesome, man. That's good to hear, Leo. Hey there! Sorry, guys. No, you don't have to apologize. And Tony, I got your webcam today, by the way. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for that. I'll hook it up and try it out. I've got to figure out what I want to do with the old one. I might try to, like, super glue it together and put it on the pinball stream rig. I don't know. Yes, you got your emotes back, and there are new emotes too now, man. I got some new patch emotes for you. Yeah, someone did Town with No Name for Games Done Quick many years ago. They actually explain how the game works and all that stuff. That's how I found out about it. It was a real late night session too. I think the dude streamed at like 3 in the morning. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're doing wrong, Liberal Arts guy. I mean, DOSBox, usually it's just, the games just work. I've never really had any issues with it. Yeah, Tony, I was actually surprised it arrived. My mom sent me a text message today saying, hey, you have a package here. And I thought it was a shirt from Teespring. I'm trying to get Gameplay and Talk merch going. So I thought it was my test Gameplay and Talk t-shirt, but it was your webcam. I was like, oh, wait, what? Already? I was like, this shouldn't be here yet. Okay. Do 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 do. Hey, you know what I'll do, Liberal Arts guy? I'll try to download the Town with No Name and I'll play it on my Windows 95 machine. Oh no, shit. I have to go all the way back around. God damn it. Yep, that sucks. Alright. Hey, Jeff! Chalupa Fund Contribution Metallic Uniframe Armor! That's great, man. Thank you for that laugh. I need it right now. Listen to that butt rock. I sound like a Sega CD game. Holy crap. Game, stop pausing. I switched weapons by accident, actually. I can't see what weapon I have because of the partial invisibility. Alright, that works. There it is. I wonder if the invincibility is still here. It should be. Yeah. Alright, we're going to... Look at those inverted colors. That's wild. Someone needs to get a snapshot of this. I'm gonna have to come back and get a snapshot of that later, post it on Twitter. That's pretty cool. No, you just like print screen on keyboard. Paste a screenshot. So I'll do it later. Town with No Name is the room of video games. Even more reason why I need to play it. But yeah, Jeff, thanks again for your donation, man. I am going to go to Taco Bell afterwards, assuming I can beat this game in the next hour and a half. I should. We should. We're pretty far into it. We're at level 15. Some of the upcoming levels are a little bit small, so I don't think it'll be a problem. And I think Taco Bell's back to normal hours, so I think they're open till like 3 a.m. on Saturdays. No apology necessary, Tony. To add to the Tokao Bell fund. Thanks a lot, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I saw that too, Jeff. It's tempting. But like I said, I really love those beef burritos that they put out. So my thing is going there, getting beef burritos, and then, yeah. I'll pound down like 3 of those. Which is actually a little much, but it's Saturday. I'm slightly hungover, and it's Saturday, so... we go for 3. Got that mega armor. Alright. It is Eduardo, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I'm not pronouncing your name right. Yeah, it's a great soundtrack. It's the highlight of the game, for sure. I'm not a big fan of Taco Bell. It's all good. We can't all be fans of everything. And the ones that are, I think, are fake. Oh, man. Good water that I've had sitting there for like 2 hours now. I totally forgot to drink until now. Oh, man. Taco, 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 taco. Look at how slow this is. It's so bad. Oh, man. I mean, this is the smallest screen setting. It's still this slow. It's crazy. You know, just like there's a cheat to make the screen blow up even larger, there should be a cheat to make the screen go even smaller. Hey, 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 Constantine! Thank you very much, man. Thank you for the Holy Relics. Let's play. Calcimania hacks for the win. Hell yeah. You can thank Danya for that one. He, actually had suggested it recently. And then I actually had some people leave comments on my Blood Moon ROM hack playthrough last year, saying to try it. And so between those, I went ahead and gave it a shot, and I ended up really enjoying it. It's a really good ROM hack. It's not very difficult, but it's really fun. Right now I'm trying to torture myself with Chorus of Mysteries. Or Chorus of Mystery. Not anywhere near as good. Very challenging for all the wrong reasons, too. So, I'm gonna try to work my way through it consistently, and hopefully I'll be able to have that for you guys after Chorus of... after Holy Relics. How the hell do you donate? You tried it and it did nothing. I actually don't know. Let's see. So there's actually a money sign underneath the chat. If you click that, that'll bring up your super chat options. And you can either do a super sticker or super chat. And then it'll take you to payment options. It just went back to chat. Yeah, it sounds like YouTube just being YouTube. YouTube can be unreliable sometimes. Like, dude, I was, my Monster Party Let's Play I just published today. I wrote up time codes for it in a separate notepad document like I always do. Highlighted all the text to copy and paste it. And YouTube's comment section wouldn't let me paste it. I had to retype out the time codes that I'd already typed up manually. I was like, what the hell is going on here? I've never had this happen before. Refresh the page, did everything I could, and it just wouldn't work. It did not like copy and pasting for some reason. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's true too. Yeah, if you have an ad blocker or privacy badger plugin, yeah, it can mess with that. Yeah, Constantine, thanks again, man, for your donation. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying those playthroughs, man. I really like it when channel members are taking advantage of the perks, like getting Let's Plays early. Because then they're getting something in return. They're, you know, they are supporting the channel, but I like to see people taking advantage of being able to watch those videos early. Keep saying messages not sent. Oh, jeez. Yeah, don't worry about it, Scotty. I appreciate the, I appreciate it regardless. Don't feel like you have to give me anything. Just, appreciate you hanging out. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. How are you? I am okay. And should you have your card on your Google, which is attached to YouTube? That's up to you. I think I have PayPal linked to it. And PayPal manages my cards. With his beefy burrito, hell yeah. And I'm salivating at just the thought of it. Getting that beef burrito. Multiple beef burritos. No, this is the RTX 4090, which has 128,000 gigabytes, sorry, of RAM. Because this version of Doom needs it. It needs every last bit of it. I'm gonna be exploding tonight. This is from Scotty. For your beefy burritos. Thanks, Tony. I am out of ammo. This always happens on this level. Here we go. Ugh. Yeah, wait till you see the RTX on. Man, I'd love to get an RTX card. It's just so I can do a stream of Quake 2 RTX. You know what I'd like is if I can just find someone that would like loan me a card for a weekend, and then I just stream the game and give them the card back. That's really the only reason I want an RTX card. I already have a Radeon 5700 XT, which is a great graphics card, but it doesn't do ray tracing. No Quake 2 RTX on it. I mean, I guess is what I'm saying. What I meant to say. Last fired up in 2011. Oh wow, Leo. I don't know. It's your call. You have a 2080? Nice. And a 2060. Wow, 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 wow. Do, 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 do. That's the exit. Trying to play it safe. I thought there was a secret here somewhere. Oh, that's the exit. I always forget. Let's see. No, I think this was it right here. Yeah, I mean, 1080 is still good, yeah. You got a 2082, nice. And you emulate Sega and Super Nintendo with it, mostly. It's like when I build a new PC, the first thing I do is I play Doom. I play classic Doom instead of playing something brand new. Yeah, the first thing I did when I built this current computer that I'm on was I played Sunder, which is a Doom wad. Yeah, it'd be nice if I can actually hit the enemies. God, I'm having bad flashbacks about this level on the Jaguar version. Ugh. Bad dudes on NES. I need to go back and try to beat that game. It's probably not very hard when you know what to do. I think I got to the final boss back in the day, and I don't think I ever actually finished it. Ooh, almost missed that key. Alrighty. Alright, we're gonna go back and explore the rest of the level so we can get more ammo and stuff like that. I keep switching weapons by accident. I don't want to do that. Alright, we're at full health and ammo. Or, sorry, full health and armor. I can't talk today at all. Data East? No, they didn't make Shadowrun. I don't think they did Shadowrun. That was someone else. Data East did a lot of arcade games, which Bad Dudes was one of them. Alright. Oh, crap. Alright, so that's the exit. I want to go back. There's a couple goodies. Definitely want some goodies. Oh, they did do Shadowrun for Super Nintendo. Really? Did they actually make it, or did they just publish it? Currently use a PS4 controller. Well, PS4 controller is a great alternative. But you can get an original Super Nintendo controller and then get an adapter by a company called RAFnet. They make really good USB adapters that are low latency. And then you can use your original Super Nintendo controller on it. Actually, you know what? Retro USB might also have Super Nintendo USB adapters. If Leo's out there, he might know about that. I know they have NES adapters, but I think they also make Super Nintendo ones, Retro USB. Their adapters are good. I have a 2600 controller adapter by them for my PC for when I do 2600 emulation, which we're gonna have to do after October. I've been wanting to do a 2600 emulation stream for a long time. Atari VCS. Yeah, I bought a RAFnet SNES to GameCube adapter, and I never used it because I got rid of my Game Boy player. I bought it so I could use it with my Game Boy player, but now I just do Game Boy Advance stuff on the Mister. I've never heard of that arcade game. What's that like? Alright, let's do a once over, see if we can get any extra ammo. As music is so dreary, it's putting me to sleep. It's a parody of beat-em-up games. Nice. Alright, I think this was the level that we made it to in the Jaguar version. We didn't get any farther than this on Nightmare. I'm actually glad I did not put this on Nightmare, because I'm not really in the mood for like a hardcore, serious playthrough right now. I just want to chill back and shoot some demons. So playing this on Ultra Violence was the perfect way to go. Yeah, the 8-bit do 2.4 gigahertz controllers are apparently pretty good. I don't recommend the Bluetooth ones though. They're much laggier. That's right, Jeff. That is right. This is the first time I've been under 100 health in the last couple of hours. Calls for a beer and some chips. Nice. Oh, 8-bit do, they make wired controllers? I didn't know that. I thought they were all wireless. That's cool. It's a very specific model. It's a cheaper one. I'd still be interested in checking it out. I'll have to look into it. Because the thing about those types of controllers is I can use them on the Mister. I don't have to just use them on PC. Like right now what I'm using for my main controller on the Mister is my PS1 Classic USB controller. And it's great for the most part. Especially for Super Nintendo stuff. But I've been using it just fine with NES games and whatever. But it's nice having controller flexibility. Having the option to switch to something else. Alright, see ya, Scotty. Yeah, I stream on Wednesday nights, typically. For this month, I'll probably be streaming on Saturday nights as well. Or Saturday afternoons. Yeah, so just a heads up. But yeah, thanks for stopping in again. Much appreciated. It is also kind of nice that enemies seem to shoot less frequently in this version, at least on Ultra Violence. Like, I can literally just stand in place and not even have to worry about dodging. Which is kind of nice when the game runs at 2 frames a second. It's probably more like 5 or 6 frames a second, but still, it's not many. Not many frames. Boom, secret! Funny enough, I didn't know about this secret until recently. I think I say that every time we find it when I do a stream. Is it bad that I know these level designs better than I know, like, the roads in my own neighborhood? Is that a problem? I might have a problem. Oh! Holy crap. It can't keep up with the BFG. Okay, no BFG. Bad BFG. BFG's gonna break the game. Do I like the new Wolfenstein games? Not really. I've tried playing them. Or at least, I've tried playing Wolfenstein The New Order, and it didn't really click with me. So I haven't played New Colossus or Old Blood yet. Why would you want 120 frames a second when you can be living the high life with 5 frames per second? Real gamers play at 5 FPS. What, Mario? You mean the game's not pixelated enough? Is that what you really mean? I always forget they altered this section for some of these ports. You don't have all the pillars. Yeah, this is totally different from the PC version. Use those rockets. You got plenty. Doom meets butt rock. Real gamers playing a TI-83. Yeah, I need to try to get farther into the New Order. I did start a new game on PC, and I got to this level where you're like rappelling up this wall. And I hear after that the game gets better, but I haven't had a desire to go back to it. Level 20. Making progress. Holy hell, oh my god. Why, game? Why are you like this? We're on the smallest screen size, and it still has to take time to load all that stuff in. It's crazy. Oh. Yeah, so I mean the game is playable on the smallest screen size, but it is definitely not perfect by any means. You still have to deal with all the stuttering and things like that. It takes a special kind of person to be able to put up with this kind of garbage. Honestly, it's so bad it almost makes you want to play Saturn Quake instead. Those are words I don't say very often. Alright, one of these is supposed to blink. That's the one you're supposed to go in. It's this one. Oh no, the GBA version does have more frames, yeah. It's definitely a smoother experience. You know what's funny? Visually, the 3DO one might still look better zoomed in like this than the Game Boy Advance version. But it definitely does not play better than the Game Boy Advance one, that's for sure. Marathon? I'm not a big fan of the marathon games. I've tried to get into them, and I just I lose interest pretty quickly. I might go back to them and try them again in the future, but I'd probably want to use one of the source ports. I forgot what the one was called that you could download. What was the Game Boy Advance's resolution? I don't remember. It's pretty low, though. Aleph 1? Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the name exactly. Ugh. Music skipping. I'm glad my 3DO disk drive is holding up, though. It doesn't like CDRs. They'll work for about 30 minutes, and then it'll just stop reading them altogether. But real media, or, sorry, non-copied media, original 3DO discs seem to work perfectly fine on this unit. God, I wish I had a big 3DO collection, then I'd be able to do more 3DO streams, because I love the console. I've always liked the 3DO. So I got the blue key. Let's come back out here, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave my 3DO hooked up as well and try to beat Escape from Monster Manor, because I've been wanting to stream that for a long time. I know I showed it off in my 3DO stream. I did a variety stream a couple of years ago. And I'm pretty sure I showed it off on that stream. But I think I only played a couple levels and that was it. Alright, I really don't want to... I don't think I really need to come in here. I played a lot of the first Alone in the Dark. And I've beaten that game multiple times, but I've never played much of part 2 or 3. I own all of them on, I own all the original Alone in the Dark games. But, I haven't really... yeah, I just haven't put much time into parts 2 or 3. I want to, eventually. Yeah, see, that's another one I want to fire up. I want to fire up the first Alone in the Dark. See if I can get decent at it again and maybe do a Let's Play on it. Because that's not a long game. I think you can beat it in about a half an hour when you know where to go. Escape should have been on the PS1 or Saturn. Yeah, it would have been nice if they ported it over. Although I will say... Hey, Timu. Although I will say that, by the time 3DO kind of got out of the hardware business, Escape from Monster Manor was pretty basic. I don't think it would have been good at the time to port it to PlayStation. It would have looked super basic compared to the other first-person shooters that were out. Hell, Doom was out already, so... on PlayStation. How nagging the female protagonist was. That's cool, man. I didn't know you tested that one, Jeff. New Nightmare was really impressive with its lighting system. I don't remember liking the gameplay itself that much. Enemies felt very, very tanky. Like, they just absorbed so many hits. Like, it didn't seem like it was balanced right. Yeah, Jeff used to be a QA guy in the games industry, so he's tested a lot of stuff. He's worked on a bunch of different game projects over the years. And you'll see his name in the game credits of a bunch of games. Yeah, the movement was a little clunky too, for sure. Console Wars? You talking the YouTube channel? I've seen a couple of episodes. It's not a channel I follow. Hey Vince. Yeah, well, I mean, I've played Escape from Monster Manor a lot over the years. I like it. It's a simple Wolf 3D clone. And it's not even as complex as Wolf 3D, so it's very basic, but it moves really well. You know, it's a smooth game, which is when it comes to first-person shooters, it's kind of rare in the system. It's got some smooth animation as well, which is kind of nice. Yeah, it's a nice little... I think it's a nice little game. Not amazing, but it's definitely not bad, for sure. I do wish it was fleshed out a little bit more, but I enjoy it. I have a major soft spot for that early era of first-person shooting. Wolfenstein 3D, Catacombs, stuff like that. Escape from Monster Manor. Yeah, so, for those of you guys just joining us, I see we have a couple people out there that probably have no idea what's going on here. So, a little bit of technical wizardry. I've got, the image zoomed in. This is what it normally looks like. We're playing on the smallest screen size, which makes the game run the best. And you can crank it all the way up if you want. And have it run like crap. But damn, it looks nice. So basically what I'm doing is, I have got it on the smallest screen size, and my upscaler can zoom in the image, just like this. And so the game's a little more playable. And then, because I'm running S-Video, I've got the S-Video going into a video amplifier, and it's splitting the signal out multiple ways. And I'm running it into a separate capture card where I can capture the status bar and then position it down at the bottom. And then we've got ourselves a more playable version of 3DO Doom. Thought it'd be really fun to do it like this for the stream. Oh, jeez. Just can't handle this area. It's crazy. Yeah, this is true, Jeff. Yeah. I watched the, that high score documentary, and I didn't really care for it for those exact reasons. It feels more like Myst, yeah. That's something that's tough to play on a console, if you ask me. Myst. So much loading on most of the versions. I tried playing the CDI one on stream a few months ago, and it was like, ugh, every time I clicked on something, long pause. It's like, if I'm ever gonna play through Myst, I'm gonna have to do it on a PC. Yeah, Team, it was very expensive. The reason it was expensive is that 3DO didn't manufacture the hardware. They designed the hardware, and then other companies like Panasonic and Gold Star and whatever basically manufactured them. So in order to be able to profit at all, they had to jack the prices up really high. Panasonic. But it was only like, I think like a year later the Gold Star came out. Jeff can probably verify this. Gold Star came out and it was, I think, it was either $400 or $500. It was cheaper. And then later on the FZ10 units were considerably cheaper, just a couple $100. Yeah, the way that 3DO did things, it definitely hurt them in the long run. Having that console be as pricey as it was not good for it. And then, there are a lot of people that only remember the 3DO because of its high price tag. So we'll mention 3DO on stream. Someone will be like, derp, isn't that the console that was like $700? I'm just like, yeah, it was, but only for a short while. It's a good system, though. I like it. It's not amazing, especially today. It was a lot better in the 90s when it was a little more current. There's some really good games on it. Doom is not one of them. I think, obviously. Alright, I think I can exit now. Actually, no, I might need a red key. I don't remember. Let's find out. Oh no, we're good. We are good. Doesn't Myst have a DS port? I believe it does, actually. Oh, yeah, Pissed. I remember that. PYST. Yeah, Deer Avenger. There are so many Deer Hunter games back then on PC. They were in budget bins everywhere. Technically when it was discontinued, Liberal Arts guy, but you could still buy the games brand new in stores like Best Buy and Electronics Boutique and stuff like that. I got mine in, I think it was 97 or 98 is when I got my 3DO. I think it was 97. I think it was the same year I got my Jaguar. Alright, we're almost at the end of the game, actually. Getting very close. Hey, Dad, Saturn Doom, by far. Saturn Doom sucks, but it's at least playable. But this, you gotta make some changes to get it decent. Not, well, as close to decent as you possibly can. It's still not actually decent, but it is more playable now than it is normally. But it's definitely not good. Yeah, Saturn Doom has a lot more content. Also, this is going to be really fun. One day what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream the Japanese Saturn version, and I'm going to system link. We're going to do a system link Saturn Doom. The system link functionality was cut out of the North American version, but it's in the Japanese one. In the next week or two, I need to go on eBay and buy a link cable. System Link. It's you hook two consoles up to each other, and you can do like deathmatch or co-op with another person on two separate TVs, two separate consoles, two separate TVs, two separate games. This is weird. Not letting me hit this switch. I wouldn't pay $80 for PS1 Doom. You should be able to get PS1 Doom a lot cheaper. Saturn Doom, technically it's worth $80 in terms of the collector's value, because it's gone up in price. I mean, I traded mine into a local game store a few weeks ago, and I got like $45 for it. I was like, yes, I will take $45 for this piece of crap and put it towards something that I actually want, like a Negcon controller for PS1, which is awesome. Really glad I bought that. But definitely get PS1 Doom if you want to play Doom. It's great. It's a great PS1 game. You just played through PS1 Doom on PlayStation to start off October. Hell yeah, Rob. That's awesome. Power Pete. I didn't play a lot of Power Pete. I didn't play a lot of it. One of my friends growing up was a Mac guy. And he actually let me try it for a few minutes on his computer back in the day. It seemed like it was pretty cool. Oh yeah, if you have a Switch, yeah, just play it on that. PS1 Doom is still worth visiting though, because it's got you know, the restructured level designs of like the Jaguar version, and then it's also got it's got extra colored lighting and things like that. It's pretty cool. Of the console ports from back in the day, it's definitely the best one. It plays the best, it runs the smoothest, you know. It has the most content. But yeah, the modern ports are amazing. I would definitely go for those if you just want to play Doom anywhere. Or any kind of... Well, if you just want to play Doom, period. Regardless of platform. Just get the modern conversions. Hey, Adam. Nice. That was a good little jump. I did play a tiny bit of Dangerous Dave. Dangerous Dave. We were actually talking, I think it was, might have been on the Wednesday stream. I actually bought a Dangerous Dave t-shirt from John Romero when he had an eBay shop going a few years ago. I still have it. I can't fit into it, 'cause I think it was a small size, so I can't actually wear it. Alright, you have a soft spot for imperfect ports of Doom. Yeah, me too. I love playing all of them. I mean, I even like going back to this one just once in a blue moon just to re-experience it. Yeah, I'll play all of them. Alright, I'm definitely missing something here. See, this is the exit. But I need to hit the switch to get over there. I need to get into this room, basically. Oh, that's garbage. It won't let me open it back up. I don't like that. No, sir. I'm just not willing to wear it. Yeah, okay, maybe. Hmm. Doom music. There we go. I don't know why my brain blanked out like that. I'm going around in circles now. Oh, that'd be great if they could get the rights to like these specific tunes and just reuse them. That'd be awesome. All right. Yeah, I've played Space Hulk, yeah. I'm not very good at it. It is interesting though. Oh, you haven't seen Dragon Spirit? Dragon Spirit's a classic. Yeah, you can buy Doom 64 on its own, yeah. But yeah, it did come free for people that pre-ordered Eternal. That's how I got mine. It was nice not having to pay for it. Almost there, guys. Taco Bell, here I come. Taco, 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 taco. There we go, guys. That is pretty much it. Boom. The horrors of hell could not kill you. Their most cunning traps were no match for you. Their frame rates clearly didn't slow you down. You have proven yourself the best of all. Congratulations. Oh, man. Nope, definitely not worth the price, that's for sure. You guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that that stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the layout with the status bar. So actually what I can do is hold on, where is it? Let's see. So here's my status bar. Yoink. Hey, thanks, Santi. Thanks for the GGs, guys. Actually, the colors do pop more in this other capture setup. Going through the Framemeister, it kind of desaturates things because of its color spectrum, or whatever they call it. But this other, the XRGB2 Plus, which is what I was running the status bar into, is, it gives like kind of a wavy image. It's a not very solid and sturdy picture. So I went with the Framemeister for the gameplay and the XRGB2 for the status bar. .3DO's S video is really nice too. Like, I don't even feel like I need to do RGB on this thing. It looks really good. Yeah, they wanted full motion video for this. I'm glad that never made it in. It looked really bad. I've seen some of the behind the scenes photos. Definitely need to design your own Doom level sometime in the future. It's gotta be great. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about trying to do some Doom mapping. The tools these days are really user-friendly and snappy and fast to work with. But it's just, I don't have enough time, you know? So, yep, Lutfi, yep, we finished it. We finished it. There is no Doom 2 on here. Just Doom. On 3DO. Patchouli, patchouli. Yeah, this music's depressing. Oh, I can't even quit out of this. Here we go. We'll just switch out completely. We'll take you to the 3DO splash screen. The FZ1 splash screen. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun going through the game again. I knew it wasn't going to take that long. So, what are we at? Oh, just over 3 hours. Nice. That actually wasn't bad at all. That wasn't even 3 hours of straight gameplay. That wasn't too bad. I was expecting it to be at least 3.5. But it helps a lot. I think my first 3DO Doom stream was over 3.5 hours, and the difference is that I was playing that full screen, so it was a lot slower. Like, literally a lot slower. But, yep, we just finished, Leo. I'll turn that volume up a little bit so you can hear it. Welcome to the real world. Going to Twitch in a bit? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go out and get some food. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try to beat Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Well, man, I don't know now. I'm trying to think. Like, I am getting kind of tired again. And I have to be up for work in 5 hours, or 5.5 hours, so I might try to take a nap. And maybe just finish Curse of Darkness tomorrow night. After work. So I'm not sure. We'll see how I feel after I get back with food. After I get some food in my stomach, I mean. Hey, no problem, Reddit. Thanks for hanging out. Glad you enjoyed it. We got a good crowd here. You know, when I clean, you know, do some cleanup. Like, we had that one guy earlier. He's like, "Dude, play the game, man." Triggered. I was like, all right, you got the boot. You know, when we clean up the chat like that, we usually have a good crowd here. nice people, good conversation. Yeah, so it's always great when new people pop in and they get to experience it, because it is a good crowd. I've got a great crowd here, so... Yeah, well, the thing is, I woke up at 7:30 p.m., so I haven't been up very long. That's the problem. I've only been up for 6 hours now, so... I might stay up all night. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough day. I really screwed up my sleep schedule today. I really screwed it up bad. Let's see if we can get some patchy action here in the last minute. There she is. Yeah, it does. It's got a different splash screen. Yep. Yeah, I'll bring the cam closer. This cam's probably gonna be twisted. Yeah. There she is. The hinge on my camera is busted. Good girl, Patchouli. Good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl, Patchouli. She was hanging out with me here the entire night. She just came up, laid down, she's been here the last 3 hours. Now you wanna make me want to dig up your FC10. Oh hell yeah, you should. 3Dio's great. It's fun. I need to get an optical drive emulator for it. Yeah, I need to get the USB optical drive emulator for it so I can have a lot more flexibility with the games I stream on it. How many consoles do I have? Quite a few. I'm probably around like 25 systems, maybe more, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I think it's around that. Yeah, she's a cutie. Yeah, guys. I mean, that's how I do all this variety of content. I've got all these consoles. Yep. So you can't really see them back there, but these aren't all of them. I have some consoles in boxes because I just don't use them very much, like my Atari 7800, for instance. But I'll name them off, going from left to right. So I have the Wii, Sega CD and Genesis Model 2, the Nuon, my PC Engine Duo, Xbox 360 Slim, Wii U, both US and Japanese, PlayStation Fat, CDI 220, original Xbox, HDMI modded Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, a Genesis Model 1 with 32X, Neo Geo CD. I have a Apple Mac Mini from back in the day, PS3 Super Slim, Atari Jaguar, retro USB AVS. I have a Mister, My Super Nintendo's in the closet. My NES is in the closet. In the other room, I have my Xbox One X. I have a Virtual Boy. 2 PS2 Slims, Japanese and US. I've got a bunch of GameCube. I got a bunch of other mini consoles. What else am I missing? Sega Saturn. I'm not gonna name off my handhelds, but PS TV. She jumped down. Why, Patchouli? Why did you jump down? I was too busy naming my consoles off. I've got all nice Japanese Model 1 Genesis, Mega Drive, sorry, in my bedroom closet. Mega Drive 2 boxed. Obviously the 3DO, FZ10, or FZ1, sorry. Most of my consoles are boxed, so I've got the box for it. But yeah. There you go. I do want a Series X, and I would like to get a PS5 eventually, yeah. I had to sell off my PS4 earlier this year, unfortunately, which sucked because I really liked it. I used it a lot. Sold off my Switch earlier this year as well. Yeah, I've got NES Mini, Super Nintendo Mini, PS1 Classic, TurboGrafx Mini, Genesis Mini. Yep. 23-year-old cat. Holy crap, that's a hell of a life, man. Holy crap. Like, you never hear about cats lasting that long. That's amazing. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. That's what happens, yep. What's my favorite? I don't really have a favorite. I mean, I have favorites, so like NES, Saturn, PS2, PS2/PS1, Genesis, and Sega CD. I'd say those are probably my favorites. Dreamcast. Yeah, I don't even think the PS1 Classic's that bad out of the box. It's just, it was kind of a lazy effort. It cost way too much. You know, if it was like $50 and it had the problems it does, I don't think people would have complained as much. It's still fun, but yeah, no, it definitely was not worth the money when it came out. But even stock, you know, like you buy one for 20 or 30 bucks, I think it's fun. And the controllers are excellent, and you can use them on PC, you can use them on the Mister. I bought a second one just to have extra spare controllers, you know. So the oldest cat on record was born in 1967 and died in 2005. No way. Wow. That's crazy. That's very impressive, yeah. Yeah, I think what I might do is just not stream on Twitch tonight. I was going to, but I really should try to take a nap. I am starting to get tired again, which makes sense. I drank a lot last night, which is the first time I've done that in a long time. And when I do that, I'm usually, 6 or 7 hours in, I'll start to get tired, and I can nap for a while. So might get food, come home, veg out on the couch, pop on like some TV or something, and then fall asleep. Yeah, take the nap, exactly. Because tomorrow, or technically today now, Sunday, it's my long day. It's my 12-hour day, so it's not hard. It's not hard work. I just work from home. I'm by myself. I'm unsupervised on Sundays. Ask Patchy to stream Bubsy. I'll stream Bubsy eventually. Yeah, I love this splash screen. Sometimes I'll just leave it up and running in the background just for some ambiance. Hey, internet junkie. Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks to everyone that also did donations. We got a bunch of donations again today, so it's much appreciated. Carl R., Tony Hayden did multiples, Jeffrey Smith, and Constantine. All you guys, thank you so much for that. Tony, as well, for joining up as a member again. You got that gold G by your name again, which is awesome. Crestline's got a gold G now, too. Hell yeah. So if you are a channel member for 12 months, you get the gold G by your name. I wish Gary Deadly Gaming would pop in because he's got a rainbow G because he's 2 years. He's the longest channel member. I don't know if the FZ1 actually has a visualizer for CDs. I think the Gold Star has a visualizer. I don't remember what it looks like. Hey, no problem, Liberal Arts Guy. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you very much. Well, let me get out of here, guys. I want to get some food before Taco Bell closes. And, yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. Happy to play Doom anytime. I know a lot of you guys like it. And, yeah, it's good times. So, I hope you liked my little hack together setup. You know, hopefully that made it a lot more enjoyable to watch. And, yeah. So for anyone wondering, I did just post my Monster Party Let's Play. I will post that in chat in case you guys want some more gameplay and talk. And a lot of people have requested Monster Party over the years, so you know, definitely check it out if you're one of those guys that that requested it. And let's see, let me get the share up. Channel members and Patreon backers, I just posted Castlevania Chorus of Mystery. That'll be public next week for non-backers. So watch out for that. But yeah, patrons, you can go watch that right now if you want. And yeah, we're going to be doing horror-themed stuff all this month, which is what I always do in October. So we're probably going to be doubling up on the streams. I plan on playing through Castlevania Curse of Darkness, which is going to be a 2 or 3 part stream. I plan on playing through Hexen on PC. We're going to do a full playthrough of that. That'll take about 5.5 hours. I want to do... so we did Capcom Generation 2, which is the Ghosts and Goblins collection for Saturn and PS1. We did that last Wednesday. So that's up too if you guys want to see that. I want to try to do, yeah, what the hell is it called? Nazo Makai Mira, which is a Ghosts and Goblins puzzle game that only came out in Japan. So I'm going to try to stream that in the coming weeks, so watch out for that. And, yeah, I had you on there twice, Adam. I didn't think you were already on there, and I put you on without realizing that you were already on it. So... You're featured twice. Yeah, so stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff up our sleeves. I'm probably going to do... Oh, yeah. My obligatory Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Trying to knock out all the versions of that. So this year we're going to play through the PlayStation Portable version of Symphony of the Night. Through the Dracula X Chronicles. So that's going to be one. I will probably also do a stream dedicated just to Dracula X Chronicles. So we'll play through that game again. Which I did a Let's Play of last year, but we'll do a bunch of different routes in that game. Yeah, lots of good stuff lined up for October. I'll probably try to do another Castlevania ROM hack on NES, because I don't know what other spooky games I can play that I can try to knock out quickly. I want to try to do Alone in the Dark on PC. I'm going to have to fire that one up on DOSBox. But yeah. Should be good times. Should be a packed month. So. Oh, the Super Castlevania prototype. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I might do that. I want to look around the internet and see if like people have gotten flagged for it, because it was leaked just recently. So, but if people are fine, then yeah, I'll probably do it. No, I'm not going to do Nightmare Creatures. I actually fired it up on N64 because Crestline had asked about it. I played it for about an hour. And I think the game's probably just too long for a Let's Play, and I'm not sure if I really want to go through it on a live stream. I've never beaten the game before. It seems a little janky. But maybe another year. We'll see. Tell them to bring back the Chalupa Extreme. Alright, will do, Guns. It's extreme. But alrighty, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'm gonna go get some food and then try to get a nap in before I start work. So, but yeah, check out the Let's Play. I just posted it up there in the chat if anyone's curious. Monster Party, definitely a good horror-themed October game. So, but yeah, check that out if you guys want some more action. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. So, until the next one, take it easy.